Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Liz Bishop. We begin with developments in a triple murder trial out of Western Massachusetts. The defense has just rested in the trial of Adam Lee Hall. Hall is accused in the brutal murders and dismemberment of 3 people that prosecutors say he killed in order to keep from implicating him in other crimes. Matt Markham joins us live now from Springfield, where that trial is taking place, and he was in the courtroom this morning. It must have been pretty dramatic, Matt.
Yeah, it was, Liz, and we're really moving into a very critical phase in this whole process now because both attorneys were discussing with Judge Kinder today in the Hampden County Superior Court how to charge the jury, as they will be done on Monday. Specifically, District Attorney David Capeless from Berkshire County asking for an instruction on consciousness of guilt for witness intimidation. You know, there were a lot of witnesses in this trial, some of whom say they were afraid of Adam Lee Hall, and the defense is asking for instruction on prior bad acts. What that means is that anything Adam Lee Hall may have done to possibly intimidate or undermine one of the victim's credibilities in this case should not be considered, and also doesn't mean he's necessarily guilty of murder. Up until this point, earlier this week, the defense only called 1 witness and only took 1 day to present its case. That did not include testimony from Adam Lee Hall, as some people were thinking it might, as this trial unfolded over the last couple of weeks and actually moved along faster than some might have originally anticipated. There was 1 witness, though, a forensic pathologist who was called on as an expert or a consultant for the defense, who said during testimony, it was revealed that the 3 victims tested positive for metabolics for alcohol and cocaine at the time of their deaths. Hall is also a Hells Angels member, as you know, accused of brutally killing and dismembering and then burying in Beckett the bodies of David Glasser, Robert Chadwell, and Edward Frampton, possibly because they would implicate him for other crimes. When the jury is here on Monday, they will be instructed that even though Mr. Hall was a Hells Angels member, they shouldn't infer anything negatively from that, saying that essentially because he was part of a certain group, that does not mean he is guilty of killing these 3 men. The jury will be back here on Monday, as will the defense attorney and the district attorney for Berkshire County. They'll take about an hour to present their closing arguments, and then it'll be all up in the jury's hands for a very, very, very closely monitored and very brutal case. Matt Markham, CBS 6 News, reporting in Springfield. Liz?